Hey guys, I wanted to do today two of my favourite Transformers in my collection, and probably one of my favourite figures in my whole collection. These are really fun little guys, and this guy in particular is from one of my favourite comics, Last Stand of the Wreckers, and is a perfect representation of that figure from that comic, in my opinion, at least. So let's start off with the boring stuff, the packaging. Nice boxes. They come well packaged, clamshells and stuff inside. Simple boxes, nothing going on round. And some nice artwork on the front. That's that. And then warning, boring stuff. Not for children. These are not toys. It's a collectibles. Even though they're really toys. And these are them. The fun little guys themselves. Sorry, just adjusting my light. Yeah, so this is them. I'll start off with this guy. So we got the Gauntlet and Piston, but they are actually Iron Fist and Crankcase. Their real names, I believe. Someone's going to tell me I'm wrong, probably. But they're fun little guys. I really like them. They are quite small. I'll pull in some other Transformers for some size comparisons at the end. But this is them. So, go through some articulation and do some close-ups of the faces and everything. Now, obviously, being third-party figures, they don't come with the little Decepticon Autobot logos on there. I put those on myself. You know where to get them from, repro labels, and I think they make a big difference. The guns are obviously removable. These were obviously on the G1 version, they kind of flipped round, but they are removable. They are really tight to push in there, like a little too tight the first time round, but they don't stress. I've got no stress marks anywhere around. The way I got them in first time was to put them in this way round, and that was a lot easier, and it just stretched the hole enough that you could get it in from the front without having too much stress. They do fit in the hands as well, but I think they look better coming over the shoulders personally. Okay, it's not cooperating, but they do fit in the hands, albeit not very tightly. But there we go, so they do fit there as well. And you can also take the backpack off and then take the spare tire off and have like dual cannons and a shield coming out there. You have to excuse my funky voice, I'm a little ill today. I have man flu, so I'm dying. And there we go, ready for action. And I think that's really good, nice little touch. They didn't have to make these come off, and they did. I don't ever display them like that. I think they look better on the back, but it's nice that they come off. Always nice to have extras. Loads of articulation on these guys. You can get some really nice poses out of them. You've got the ball joint in the shoulders, which you can see in there. And then this hinge on the outside of the shoulders, and then another ball hinge, a double ball joint, sorry, on the elbows. So loads and loads of articulation of the ball joint on the wrist, nice and tight. So you've got loads of movement there. Ball joint on the head there, swivel on the waist, ball joint on the hips, and you got the knee joint down there, and the ankles. There's no movement in the ankles. There's nothing from the knee down, but the ankles are angled, so they stand in that wide stance that you want anyway. So that's good. They have a good face. Let me bring him in a little closer. Let's try and get this to focus. There we go. So it's a nice face sculpt. And generally good detail all round, and all the the sculpting. You can probably see the sculpting of the detailing better on this guy because he's obviously a lighter colour. And obviously, again, this pulls out. You can have him hold it. I mean, it is a little tricky to get them to hold it because of the clearance issues, but they do. You know, it holds it fine. It's not falling out, so that's fine. And again, it pops in there if you want it to, but I don't want it to. I want it to stay in there because that's like the comics. And his face is good as well. Try and get it to focus. There we go. And it's nice detail. It's nicely moulded. It's nice plastic. I love these guys. I really, genuinely, really like these guys. They're lots and lots of fun. And again, his backpack comes off and separates and goes on his arms if you want it to. Sorry, I just bashed my camera. Alright, let's bring in a few figures for some size comparison. So, we'll start with the bad guy. Bring in Megatron, Hegemon. And as you can see, it's quite big. I'm going to take this off the stand. I'm going to bring it down a little. So they are quite small guys. Yeah, that's him next to Megatron. I mean, Megatron, the Hegemon has got the upgrade feet on him, so Megatron's in the right scale. So that's him there. I'm going to move these guys out of the way, and I'll give you some size comparisons with the good guys. I'll just quickly, in case anybody's interested, there is with a movie figure. That's Hound, or in my collection, Bulkhead. That is not Hound, that's Bulkhead in my collection. So that's how he scales up there. And with Optimus Prime, or Orion, with the alternated head. I swapped the head over from the alternator's Optimus Prime head, which I will now be having to swap for the upgrade kit head. But that's what I did to make do with that. So there you go, that's an idea for that. And then another little guy. Sorry, I'm surrounded by Transformers now. There he is with Swerve, Trash Talk, Make Toys version. That's him. And then I could hardly do a review of him without doing this, could I? It'll take a minute to set up, but maybe I'll pause this here. And there he is with the rest of his Wrecker buddies. That's all the ones I have, at least. We're getting there. It's somewhere to finish in the team. But I think he looks great. I love this figure. I properly love him. He's so much fun. He's so much fun to transform, which smoothly moves me into the next part of the review. Let's transform this guy. Okay, so I'm going to transform this guy. And firstly, I'm going to start by taking this off because you don't want to accidentally break it off in there by not concentrating. And then you want to pull this back. And there's one little hinge. You can see back there. Then you just pull these bits around on there. Pull on the head, and it will untab from there. Push that back. Then lift up the chest piece, and then these arms. They have to lots of turning. So you go like that, and you want to have the hinge showing on the outside, and then you twist the arm so this piece is on the outside, because that's going to make the side of the little truck. And then same again on this side, like that, and then the hands just fold underneath. Let's just refocus this. And so it will look something like that. And then the feet, you got a peg, you got a hole, and it just tabs together. And the feet fold like that. There's not much clearance between where it's got to go and the roof, but there is enough. And then it kind of slides on there, and these will line up when you've got it right. And it's just a bit of jiggling it around, and then they line up. And then you just got to fiddle with it and wiggle it, and it'll all kind of click together. And then you heard it click there. And there we go. And then these bits that were the knees, you just fold these around like that. And there we have it. And take the gun, pop that into there. And there we go. And there's one I prepared earlier. And that is them. These are really, really fun little guys. I absolutely love them. Got mine from Kapow Toys. That's where I got them from. Don't know where else you can get them from. That's the only place I go to for my Transformer goodness. So yeah, I'm not sure if they've got any left. If they have, I definitely recommend picking them up. If they haven't, I recommend trying to find some, because they're really, really good fun little toys. I absolutely love mine, and like I say, he is one of my absolute favourites. They're just great fun. I mean, look at it. It's an awesome looking little trucky, tanky thing. It's like a shrunk down Hummer. A shrunk down fat little Hummer. It's brilliant. I love it. I'll just quickly transform him back so you can see how that goes. But it's very easy. I mean, I say it's easy, but let's see how quickly I can do it. Like that. These bits round. Obviously the knees automatically go round as you twist it round. I'm confusing myself now. But yeah, something like that. And there we go. That's him in all his mini awesomeness. There's something about these. They almost remind me of G1s, and I properly love G1s. So yeah, I mean they're better than G1s. Don't get me wrong. They're not like G1s in like, because G1s are awesome for their crapness, but these ones are just awesome. So I hope that makes sense. That doesn't make any sense, but I know what I mean. So that's something at least. But yeah, there we go. So these were the, well, I don't even remember who makes these, Mech Ideas, Demolition Crew, Piston and Gauntlet. Definitely pick these guys up. I love them. You'll love them. So yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for bearing with me. And catch you later. Thanks guys. Bye.